2021 Great South African Rugby Quiz. My name is Richard, and thank you for joining us for what is rugby's version of Noot vir Noot. Right, before we get started, to our TMO for the evening, Angus Opperman. Angus, are you going to make up for last time?
I hope so, and I hope so the same for my internet connection. Or should I share my laptop?
I see Angus is joining us here on the stream.
Is,
Angus?
letting me down a bit at the moment. Yep, I am here, guys.
Oh, there we go. Awesome. Thanks for joining us, Angus. Before we introduce our competitors for the evening, how do you see things panning out this week, our gentlemen? You've seen the memo. You see what they're going to get up to. How do you see things going this evening?
Well, I've played in a couple of quizzes myself, and they had been tough. Always finished mid-table, except for the one that actually made the plate final. But looking at that memo, Richard, I think the boys are in for a tough night tonight. I think it's going to be decided by 10 points or less.
10 points or less. Okay, well, let's see how they can get up to this. Right, so for us to get started, let's introduce our competitors in the order that they qualified. Firstly, from Pool A, he is the David Hasselhoff of German rugby, William Solomon. How's it, William?
Guys, how's it? Lekker, good to be here.
Awesome. Thanks for being here this evening. And you won Pool A. You are through to the final. Let's see how you stack up against the other pool winners. Secondly, we've got our Pool B winner and doing TMO duties for us last week. This week, he's actually competing. He's Benjamin Button combined with Glenn Jackson. It's Jean-Ray Hubert.
Good night. Good evening, guys.
How's it, Jean-Ray? Are you back for some more action tonight? So you've played the format before, or you've seen the format before as TMO. How do you feel coming into this evening?
Not too confident, because if I played last week, I would have sucked. So yeah, I'm not really looking forward to tonight, but let's see.
Well, good luck. Let's see how you carry on. Next up, we've got our Pool C champion. He's the love child of Richie McCaw and KWV 5 years. It's Andre Gill.
Hello, everyone. Andre? Yeah, rocking the Richie McCaw Rassie outfit.
Awesome. He's bringing the fierce tonight. So channeling the inner Rassie there tonight. Right. Next up, we have our winner of the plate final. By virtue of winning the plate final, he got his spot in the grand final. Sneaking in like a Lucanio and pass, we've got Sean from Robertson.
Woohoo! Represent.
How's it, Sean? Awesome. I know you're missing the bowls tonight, but are you ready for this?
Oh, let's do it. Make it worth a while.
Awesome. No, that's good to hear. And then, last but not least, a late replacement. Sneaking into tonight's event like a France Stein 50-22 kick, it's Roy Reismuir, the purple people eater of the rugby quiz world, Jacques de Blanche.
Hey, hello, man.
How's it, Jacques? Awesome. Thanks for joining us at such short notice. Unfortunately, we had the running fly off our Pool D winner who had to, unfortunately, withdraw due to circumstances beyond his control. So thank you very much as the next man taking up your position as our bomb squad sub tonight.
Job.
Awesome. Let's go. Great. So let's quickly get started with the quiz rules for the evening. Rule number 1, banter is encouraged. In our comment section, we've got a gentleman by the name of the Brighton Miracle who's prepared to offer some banter for the evening. Gents, it's your job to provide the rest of the banter for this evening for us. Rule number 2, if you try and Google, time will catch you out. The quiz is set up and the format is set up that if you decide to, for one moment, switch off and switch on your phone, you are going to get caught out. Not by me, but by the clock. And then rule number 3, have a drink in close proximity. This will add to the feel and it will also calm your nerves for the evening. Right, everybody ready? Let's waste no time and get into it. So, our first format, we're going to play our opening theme, which is going to cover the categories for our for our coin toss and our kickoff round. We are going to be playing Tier 2 and 3 rugby. I hope everybody studied on this particular. I hope everybody studied on this particular format for particular theme. Let's get into it, James. Right. So first off, we're going to do our coin toss. This is going to determine our running order for the first few rounds. So with the coin toss, the objective here is to get closest to the post. So the closest score to the correct answer sets the running order for the first few rounds. If 2 players give the same score, the first one to provide this score receives the higher ranking. And of course, if you hit the correct target, you get a bonus point immediately.
Boy.
Right, so our coin toss question. Romanian centre Florin Vlaicu holds the current record as the most capped Tier 2 international player. How many caps has he won? We've got a minute for our gentlemen to enter their scores. Right. Everybody think wisely about this. This is going to determine your running order. As everybody's locked in, let's have a look at what our gentleman has given us.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are still waiting for one more guess there.
Jesus, 188?
Yeah, it's not a guess.
Fucking hell, he's the best kept player in the world.
No.
Perfect.
Well,
so number 74, Jock, that was you coming in there. Jock, that was you with 74 coming in. Perfect. So we've got Andre giving us 107. Sean giving us 127. We've got William giving us 124. And 188 by Jean-Ray Hubert. The correct answer there, and it's Jock on 74. The correct answer, 127 caps.
Well
What
done.
a lucky guess.
Well done.
Yo.
So that means,
That was a
Angus, if
damn
you can
good
just,
guess,
as our TMO,
So we've got
mark for us.
Sean. We got Sean first up. William,
Sure.
Andre,
Then William,
Jandre, and Jock.
Andre, Jandre, and then Jock. Okay, perfect. So we got a running order, and Sean already off the mark on the first round. Before we get going, Sean, we've got another. We just got some messages coming of love for you there. We need you to Buffalo. You know what you did. Right. So with a Buffalo and a bonus point, let's get ready for our first round, our kickoff round. So the objective again of the kickoff is going to get an opportunity to get some points on the board. Questions are ranked and scored in terms of difficulty. If you get to choose, however, which specific question you would like to answer. So our first board up is Tier 2 and Tier 3 team nicknames. So I've given you the nicknames of certain Tier 2 and Tier 3 nations. Your goal is to give us the correct answer. Sean, as our closest to the post, our coin toss winner, you get to go choose first. Who do you want to answer?
Black Devils.
Black Devils, and that belongs to
Belgium.
Belgium. Sean says Belgium. The correct answer there is Belgium. So Sean is kicking off with a 3-pointer
Sean.
there. William,
Black Stallions.
Black Stallions,
That's
and that belongs
Nigeria, I
to
think. Nigeria, I think.
Nigeria. And it is in fact Nigeria. Our gentlemen kicking off. This is our final should be. Kicking off the 3-pointers. Correct 100% of the mark. Andre, up next.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough guess here, but I'm going to shoot in the dark. I'm going to go with turtles, and I'm going to go with
Turtles?
Cayman Islands.
Cayman Islands for turtles.
Oh,
Gentlemen,
well done.
what a start so far. 3 out of 3.
Well done.
Next up, Andre.
Oh. Okay. Now I'm gonna take a guess. Ek gaan Simbas.
And you going for?
Simbas.
Yes,
ek
and
gaan
the country is?
Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe. And the correct answer there, Kenya. Right, Jock.
Okay, volcanoes.
Volcanoes, and that
Philippines.
belongs to?
Philippines.
He says Philippines. And that is in fact correct, the Philippine volcanoes.
Well done.
Right, and we're running
okay.
in reverse order. Jock, going in reverse order, your next choice.
Bears, Bristol Bears.
Bears, you're going for?
Bristol Bears.
Okay, the correct answer there is in fact Russia, who are known as the Bears. Okay, Jean-Andre.
Okay, gaan gaan Eagles.
And that
USA.
belongs to?
United
And he
States
says-
of America.
And it's the USA. Andre.
Only country.
Yo,
3 points.
shucks. I'm going to go Welwitsch's Namibia.
Going for Welwitsch's, Namibia, and it's Welwitsch's. Namibia, yes. William, there's two 2-pointers and
Oaks.
2 1-pointers left. What do you?
The Oaks is Romania.
Okay, going for Romania. It's the Oaks. Right, Sean, you left with a 2-pointer and 2 1-pointers. What are you going to go for?
Let's play it safe. Sables.
Sables, and that is?
Zimbabwe.
And the Sables belongs to Zimbabwe. Perfect. Right, so before we move on to our next round, Angus, can we just quickly get confirmation of the scores?
Can we get the other answers?
Okay, Sean
Yeah.
5. Yeah.
Yes?
So it's Sean 5.
Sean 5, William 5.
Shark 3,
Yes.
Andre 1. Andre 4.
Perfect.
Shark
And
3, Andre
for
1.
William, yeah, perfect. Okay, and then William, who wanted to see the last 2 answers, of course, the Sea Eagles, Ikali Tahi, Tonga,
I didn't know that one.
and the Lelos that belongs to
Georgia.
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 The Sea Eagles.
Yeah, if you go and check,
Yeah,
they call
didn't know
Ikali
that.
Tahi, and that translated is the Sea Eagles. Right, let's move on to our next round, the Super Fan round. So for this round, you get to choose the team that you want to answer the question on. So you don't get to see the answer beforehand. You only get to see the team involved there. So you get to choose. And we still keep with our same running order for the first game, which means Sean,
Can I just ask a
you
question,
get to
Rich?
go first again.
Sure.
Sorry, Rich.
Yes.
Are you gonna ask
Yes.
us a random question about that country that we choose?
Yeah, the question will come up on the screen for you from the country that you choose, yes.
Shit.
Yeah.
So you get to choose the
You know what
country
the
and then
question
you
is.
get the question.
Should have adopted me on the golf course.
I know what the question is. Right. Sean, let's quickly get
Yeah.
going to show William how it's done.
Samoa.
Crumbs.
Okay, which one do you want to answer first? Samoa.
Mine is Samoa.
Right. So, Manu Samoa. What's the current ranking of the Samoa national team?
11th, just a guess.
Got 14, I think.
You're going with 11th. The correct answer there is, sorry guys. The correct answer, they are in fact 13th. Right, William.
Shit. Sure. Israel.
Okay, you're going for Israel there.
Israel. Yo.
Question on Israel. What's the name of the first professional Israeli rugby team that was launched in 2021?
It's Tel Aviv Heat.
Tel Aviv Heat. The correct answer
Yo.
there is Tel
Well
Aviv
done.
Heat.
Yep.
Perfect. Andre.
Ain't no pain.
Sure. I'm going to go. Yeah, let me go with Tonga.
Going with Tonga. Tonga have achieved 6 wins over Tier 1 nations. Name the first Tier 1 nation that they managed to beat.
I'm going to go with Scotland.
Scotland. hating.
Scotland. Andre Giel starting the Scotland bashing quite early. The correct answer is
Australia.
Australia.
Wow.
They actually beat Australia in
1973.
Brisbane in 1976. 73, yes. Perfect. Genre.
Yeah, don't know. Let's go Uruguay.
Genre going with Uruguay. Which Uruguay player holds the Rugby
Oh.
World Cup record for the oldest try scorer?
Yeah, no idea. Sorry.
No idea. The correct answer there,
Fuck it.
Diego Ormaquia. And William upset there as he thought he knew that. Drop the
I
block.
did.
Give me Namibia.
He's going with Namibia as a 1-pointer. Which 1991 Rugby World Cup quarter-finalist did Namibia beat 2-0 at home 3 months prior to the 1991 tournament?
Wales.
Richard, too easy tonight, man.
Says Wales. It's in fact Ireland. They beat at home 2-0. No, not to worry, Jock. As we're running reverse order again, your choice next.
Give me United States.
United States. On what type of field was the first ever test match between the USA and Springboks played in 1981?
Oh.
It was not played on a rugby field.
Probably American football field.
In fact, because they had to move the game around due to apartheid rules at that time, they played it on a polo field
Polo field.
Oh.
Yes, yeah.
with only
That was a tough
33
1-pointer.
spectators.
There's one for Greg to learn tonight.
Sheepers.
Yeah, he's probably going to bring that up for the whole next week. Andre,
Yeah.
next up. Oh, sorry, Genre.
Yes.
Genre, your turn.
Anna Andre.
Okay, we gaan UAE.
Oh, you already had a shot.
He's going with UAE. So, with the UAE, prior to the formation of the UAE national team in 2012, which team did UAE base players represent from 1993 to 2010?
Huh? English?
Huh?
Yeah.
So players from the UAE
Yeah.
represented
I got
another international team prior to that. What was the name of the international team that they represented prior to 2010?
Arabian team. I don't know.
Genre?
Gaan maar gaan
The
Arabian.
Arabian team.
I don't know.
Okay, close enough. As it was, in
Arabian
fact,
Gulf.
the Arabian Gulf national team.
Well done.
Okay, next up, Andre Gil.
Give me.
You've still got a Madagascar.
Yeah. Let me. I'll have to give me Canada.
Canada. As a 1-pointer, in which year did Canada make their only Rugby World Cup quarterfinal appearance?
1991.
And it is, in fact, 1991.
Nice.
Right, and that means we're moving up. William,
Yo,
you've got 2 3-pointers, you've got a 2-pointer, and a 1-pointer remaining.
give me Hong Kong.
Going for Hong Kong as a 2-pointer in the middle. Which for Griquas fly-off currently represents the Hong Kong national team on residency?
Matthew Rosley.
No.
And the answer is, in fact, Matthew Rosley. Right, that means, Sean, you've got our last question. You've got a 3-pointer at the top or a
Let's go
1-pointer at the
Madagascar.
bottom. What are you going to go for?
Madagascar.
Going for Madagascar. Okay, which team did Madagascar secure an upset victory over to reach their only Africa Cup final in 2005?
Let's say Namibia.
This was in the
I don't know.
semi-final. Who did they beat in the semi-final? Okay, you're going for Namibia.
Yeah.
Okay, the answer there, in fact, was the South African amateur team that they beat at Ellis Park in the semi-final. And the story to this as well is that actually Oregon Hoskins had asked the African Cup to be moved to Paris, the final that year, because he was expecting South Africa to win, after amateur team to win, and he wanted it to be played as a curtain raiser for South Africa-France. They ended up losing to Madagascar, and in fact, they ended up playing Morocco in that final. Right, and then our last question was the current head coach of the Romanian national team, which was Andy Robinson.
And Latvia?
And then our Latvia question. Which major World Rugby Sanction tournament did Latvia compete in? They competed in the 1993 Rugby World Cup Sevens.
Sure.
Yes.
Right, and then Angus, I see you've sent us the scores here. Can you quickly relate to us? The moment we've got William on 9, Sean on 5, Andre on 5, Genre on 4, and Jock on 3. Okay, so at the moment it says that we've got a leader with 4 points leading up there. So if we quickly just update that before we move on to our next round, we'll see William moving up to 9 points. We've got Sean on 5, Andre on 5, Genre on 4, and then Jock on 3. Right, moving on to our next game. Next game is our round 2, which is our bomb squad game. Now, how the bomb squad will work is that the bomb squad concept has proven that a bench can add you additional points on the board. Again, on Saturday, that was the truth. So, what we're going to provide you with is players from the starting lineup of a noteworthy or memorable match, and your goal is to complete the starting lineup. The catch is, if you choose to complete a starting player, you earn 1 point. If you choose the correct bomb squad member, you get 2 points. Right, so we're just going to update our running order for this one, as we will now have William that's going to be starting going first, Sean second, Andre third, Jandre fourth, and Jock on 3 at the moment. Our team that we're going to be covering is, in fact, the
Oh,
2011 Rugby World Cup final team, New Zealand 8, France 7.
Sure.
Right, so I'm going to give you a few players to start off with. I've given you Tony Woodcock, Owen Franks, Richie McCaw, Nonu Smith, Ben Franks, and Andrew Ellis. You'll see there are 15 spots open. That means each player gets 3 opportunities to get some points on the board. We're going to start off with William. William, which player and which position do you want to go for first?
Sure. This is not easy. I hate that New Zealand team. Fuck.
Sean, we've got some love for you whilst William is struggling there.
Obviously the most, let's go 21.
Number 21,
Stephen
and
Donald.
that is going 21,
Donald.
Stephen Donald. It's Stephen Donald.
Yes, boy.
done.
Come on. Yo.
Okay. Next up, Sean.
21 or 22.
Number 22.
22, and that was
Sunny Ball.
going for number 22, Sonny Bill Williams. And that's in
Flip.
fact Sonny Bill Williams. Going for the bomb squad early on. Andre.
Yes, I've hit such a blank.
So
Like I could see the players' faces. I can't see their names. Number 2, Kevin Mialamu.
It's going for number 2, Kevin Mialamu. And he's off the board in the bomb squad round with Kevin Mialamu with 1 point. Right, next up we have Jandre.
I'm gonna go with 16. Andrew Orr.
Number 16.
Fuck.
Number 16, Andrew Hall. And Jandre scoring a 2-point bomb squad question there. Next up, Jock.
Number 18, Ali Williams.
Number 18, Ollie Williams. It's in fact Ollie Williams. Right, we're running reverse order. Jock, it's your turn again.
Okay, give me number 5, Sam Whitelock.
It's going for number 5, Sam Whitelock. It's in fact
Well done.
Sam Whitelock. Right, next up, Jandre.
I'm gonna take a punt on 19. I think it was Adam Thompson.
Good call.
Going for number 19, Adam Thompson.
Well
Our
done.
bomb squads are all taken up, as it was in fact Adam Thompson. Perfect. Right, next up we have Andre.
Number 14, Corey Jane.
Going for number 14, Corey Jane. And he scores with Corey
Right.
Jane. Right, that means Sean.
Number 11, Richard Kahui.
Number 11, Richard Kahui. And he nails it with Richard Kahui. William.
Number 8, Kieran Reid.
Sure.
Going with number 8, Kieran Reid. And he scores with Kieran Reid. Right, so that means we're running reverse order again. 5 players left. William, your shot again.
Number 9, Aaron Smith.
Number 9, Aaron Smith.
Very wepo.
And it was in fact Piriwipu. Right, next up we've got Sean.
Number 6, Kaino.
Number 6, Jerome Kaino. And it was Jerome Kaino. Andre.
Number 4, Brad Thorne.
Number 4, Brad Thorne. And that's a 1-pointer for Brad Thorne. Right, genre.
10, Aaron Cruden.
Number 10, Aaron Cruden. And that's Aaron Cruden. Right,
Well done.
Jacques, you've got one more left. Number 15. It's all up to you. Jacques? I think we've lost his connection there.
Oh no.
Oh, he fell asleep.
Let me see if we can get Jacques back. I know Jacques is on holiday, so hopefully we haven't lost him here.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Hello.
Yes,
hello,
are you
hello,
back?
hello.
Yeah,
Number 15, your last go, your last guess.
a dag.
Israel Dag. And the correct answer there, Israel Dag. Right, that means we'll just wait for Angus to give us confirmation. And
Yeah.
it's William. Angus, are you there?
So on 12. I'm here. I sent you the scores.
Great.
I am
Okay,
here.
so we've got William on 12. Okay, William on 12. Sean on 9. Jean-Ray on 9. Andre on 8. And Jock on 7. Right, so there was some catching up in that round from our gentlemen. The lead has shrunk and also the midfield has shrunk quite a bit. Right. So let's move on to our next round, which is one of our favorites. Who am I? Okay,
Ah,
Jock. Sorry, I'm just going to ask you. Right, sorry. We're just quickly sorting out Jock here because his internet is giving issues on that side. Right, and let's get back to it. So, our game for Who Am I is, of course, the objective to name the player. Now, you're going to get 5 clues. All of them are related to the same player. And points are going to be scored on a sliding scale based on the clue number. So 30 seconds per clue, where after the clue closes and the next one opens. And of course, as we said, any incorrect answer will override any previous correct answer. So in a plate final, we had a few gentlemen giving the same answer on for multiple clues. So if you feel comfortable with your answer on a clue, you do not need to answer the rest of the clues. It's only if you want to change your answer that you can answer the next one. Right, everybody ready? Let's get going. Clue number 1. I have a unique record of representing Boland in the 2001 Craven Week and then Western Province in the 2002 Craven Week, despite not changing schools. And while we're busy, we've got some love coming in. Imtiaz, that's giving a bit of love to Andre Giel. Paul, that says, come on, Sean, we are all rooting for you. And then finally, some more love for Willie, Kendra Stoffberg, who says, go Will. Right, and let's move on to clue number 2. Clue number 2. I made my Super Rugby debut in 2004, making 7 appearances for the Bulls.
Oh no.
I hope it's right.
Oh no. I don't know. Up this one.
Right, clue number 3. After a couple of years struggling for game time, I signed with the Cheetahs in 2008.
There we go.
How do I answer here? Oh, there.
So
Think.
clue number 3 comes up.
Fuck, I've hit a
You
bank.
see the stress coming to the
know.
gents here.
No,
Oh,
I've hit
Oh,
a,
no,
I've
it's,
hit a blank.
what's his fucking name?
Don't tell anybody. Put it in your answer. Right. Clue number 4. I ended up making 90 Super Rugby appearances for the Cheetahs.
How many?
90. 90.
90.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Now I'm hesitating.
If it is who I think it is, I'm going to be so angry with myself.
Right, gents. Clue number 5. My regular position was fullback.
Okay, I think I got it.
Yo, now's not the time to hit a blank, eh?
Okay, 2 seconds left. Right, everybody lock in those answers. Right, so let's quickly run through our clues before we reveal our player for the evening. On clue number 1, we had Andre Giel, who came in with Skalk Burger. On clue number 2, we had Sean coming in with Henny de Niller. Then on clue number 3, nobody giving us an answer there.
Andre,
number
I put my
4.
answer in.
Clue number 4.
Andre, Rich.
Yeah.
My answer was clue number 3.
Clue number 3, and that was?
Henny Danilla.
Okay. We'll just quickly check on the background there. Clue number 4, no answers there. And then clue number 5, we had Genre coming in with Henny de Niller. So we had Sean and William and Genre giving us Henny de Niller all at some point in it. The correct answer there, I am Henny de Niller.
Yeah.
The thriller, the Nuller.
William, what did you on clue number 3?
Not even a blank.
Yeah,
I got it on the third one. So I didn't. What was the first one? The provinces. I didn't get that one.
Yeah.
I didn't
Okay,
get
cool. No,
the
fine.
Bulls,
Fine.
but I got the Cheetahs part.
Okay, we'll just quickly check, but I think
Okay,
we've got
cool.
that.
That's cool. Thanks,
Okay. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, there you go.
So what that
Got it.
means is we've got William on 15, and the lead between William and Sean shrinking a bit there, as it's gone down now to, if we had to quickly edit that, William on 15, Sean on 13, Genre on 10, Andre on 8, and Jock on 7. Right, so quickly recap that. Our next game, round number 4, Who Wore Me?
I hate this game.
So, we already got a few people here that's already stressing a bit here. So, the format we changed last week around, we're keeping with our changed format. So, the goal of objective of this game is you need to name the team. Now, we're going to give you 3 rugby jerseys in this section, and you need to name us the team responsible for wearing that creation. And we're going to give you 2 clues per jersey. The first clue is going to be an image of the jersey with sponsors, logos, and badges blurred out. Give us the correct answer on the first clue, you get 2 points. Again, if it's second clue, we give you the league that the team competes in, and 1 point if you get the correct answer there. Again, same rules apply as with Who Am I? You can only score once per jersey, so any attempt at a second clue will override any correct answers given on the first clue. So if you think you've got it on the first clue and you see the league come up, think wisely before changing. Everybody ready? Let's get going. Right, jersey number 1. We give you 30 seconds before we give you the second clue. Okay, 10 seconds left before the first clue closes and the second clue comes up. Right, and there we go. The league. We give you the World Rugby badge, which means it's an international team. And Williams' number 1 supporter, Brighton Miracle, propping up again in the comments section.
Wow. Who is this?
I can tell you it's one of your favorite teams, Willie.
How much time we got left?
3 seconds. Right. Everybody's answers locked in. So let's see what was given in these rounds. So we had Jacques de Blanche, who through internet reasons is giving me the answers over WhatsApp. He gave us Fiji for the first for clue number 1. Andre giving us Auckland, Jandre giving us Fiji, the Auckland Blues, and Sean giving us Natal. So yeah, and William giving us the Blues there. Clue number 2, we had Andre going for the Cook Islands, Sean going for the Barbarians, and nobody else giving us an additional answer there.
I said
The
Italy.
correct answer there. Still not going to count,
Well done.
as it was in fact Fiji.
Flip.
Right, so that means we've got everything updated here. If Angus is going to give us an update, that means Jock scored 2 on this round. Genre scored 2 on this round. If we just quickly have to double check that. Yes, so 2 points there for Jock and 2 points for Genre.
Hold on.
2 points.
Well done.
All right, don't worry, we'll get it updated here.
Sure.
Everybody get ready. The next jersey is coming up. Jersey number 2, clue 1. And the clue opens up 30 seconds, gents. Greg Armstrong saying, is this a 2-horse race? I think, Greg, it's too early to call. Right. 5 seconds left, gents, before the link will close for the first clue.
No! No!
And we move
Damn it,
on
it's
to
not the
clue number
team.
2.
Got the wrong team.
Clue number 2. Gallagher Premiership.
I hate this game.
Love it. Tanking for Frank. Cheers, buddy. Got the flipping wrong
Okay,
team.
gents, and that link is closed. So you just quickly update the scores before we move on and say who the team is. So Sean, who gave us Munster. William giving us Stade Francais on that
I
one.
gave Saracens. It's not there.
Ah,
Okay, Andre giving us Saracens. Unfortunately, it's not popping up. I think you got the time catch caught up to you there, Mr. Hill.
Richard,
Secondly, we then got Sean.
Richard, voordat jy die
Yes.
antwoord gee, ek het my nommer 1 ingesit as Leicester, maar dit wys nie daar.
Okay.
No, we got
Net voordat jy die
Okay,
antwoord
dat
gee,
is dit definitive.
as dit nie dit is nie, is dit
Okay.
fyn, maar sê maar net ek weet dit.
Okay, nee, dis doodreg. Onthou net, ek sal hierdie laat gaan, maar as dan jy dit nou vroegtydig laat weet, onthou as die link te vroeg close, dan gaan hy hom dalk nie kan vat nie. Maar dis reg, ons het jou Angus. We haven't done anything yet, so let's give that as Leicester for Jean-André there. The correct answer there,
Okay,
that
cool.
belongs to
Yes.
Leicester Tigers.
Fuck.
Okay. Right. And let's move on to jersey number 3.
I thought we were finished.
Last one. 3 jerseys. And our jersey, up we go, gents. 30 seconds, and then we close the clue.
tanking.
All right, and 5 seconds left. We're going to close the clue. 3, 2, 1. Moving on to clue number 2. The league. This jersey comes from the HSBC World 7 Series. 30 seconds, gents.
Oh, this fucking hell. Angus, weet jy?
Yeah. But that's just the only one I knew when I looked at the memo. It's the only one.
Right, gents, 5 seconds left. 4, 3,
About it.
2, 1. And let's get going. Right, so we've got Andre with Wales, Jean-Andre with Wales, Jacques de Blanche giving us Wales here, Sean giving us Quins, and William giving us Kenya over here. Right, then on clue number 2, Wales 7s, I would still take Wales as our answer there, and Sean giving us Zim, and the correct answer there
No, man.
is in fact the Wales 7s, yes. So, scoring with Wales, we've got Andre,
Tell
Jean-Andre,
me, the guys that just said
and
Wales.
I'll give it as Wales. Right, so Angus, before we move on to the next round, let's recap those scores and see where are we standing currently in our chase for the championship.
Hier vat ek pak.
Just tending to you. So it's quite an interesting one now. So we got William Andre on 15, Jacques on 10, Sean on 13, and Andre on 9.
Okay, so I just want to quickly check. Jean-Andre actually scored 2 points there, Angus, so I think he's on 16 at the moment, if I'm not mistaken.
That's the double one. Oh yeah, you got it right. Actually.
Yes, he got the double one. Jock getting the double one there.
16 is correct. Cool.
Okay. Sean still on 13. Andre on 8.
Still on
Okay,
13.
No, I'm on
perfect.
10. I'm on 10.
Yes, sorry, you're on 10 for Wales, yes. Yes, you got that correct. So Andre is on 10. Right. Right, gents. So let's move on to the next round. So 2 rounds left before we move on to our playoff, where we will give, at that point, we say goodbye to 3 of our players and we move on with our final 2. So it's heating up with Jean-Andre on 16, William 15, Sean 13, Jacques 11, and Andre 10. Next up, we're going to play Northern Hemisphere. So for this round, same as last week, we're going to give you a section. of questions related to rugby activities in the Northern Hemisphere. So everybody get their keypads ready and let's get going for a full round of 5 questions. Right. Question number 1. Name the current holders of the Old Alliance Trophy.
Come on, man. Doesn't want to answer.
Right. Next question coming up, James.
Sorry.
Short, jy het 'n bietjie motivering wat inkom ook hierso. Question number 2. Name the current title sponsor of the Six Nations Championship.
Oh no. No.
Sean.
Come on.
Mm.
William getting some more love there. Kendra Stoffberg who says you've got this well. Next question coming up. Question number 3. Name the only side in the RFU Championship that's not based in mainland England.
Come on, man.
Right, next question coming up, James. Question number 4. Name the only Northern Hemisphere country to beat any of their Southern Hemisphere counterparts during the 2015 World Cup. And while we were busy with the nostalgic question, we've got Greg feeling very nostalgic this evening again for Purple People Eaters. Question number 5. So, our home ground advantage. So, name. Our stadium has gone off there, it seems. Sorry, gents, let's just quickly check what's happening there. Right. Name the home team there for us, please, gents.
Well, I can't see it. Can you make it bigger?
There we go. Perfect. There we go. Name the home team. Sorry for the technical difficulties.
I don't know.
Right, everybody submit their answers and I'll give you 15 seconds to submit.
Good.
Right, everybody
Ready
lock
to
in those
buy.
answers. Right, so name the current holders of the Old Alliance Trophy. We got Sean giving us France, Andre giving us England, Jean-Andre giving us Scotland, Jacques de Blanche giving us France as well, and William giving us France. So we've got somebody scoring in this round. Jean-Andre Hubert scoring the point there for Scotland as they beat France in Paris to win the Old Alliance Trophy earlier this year. Next up, name the current title sponsor of the Six Nations Championship. Sean giving us Guinness. Jean-Andre giving us Guinness. Andre with RBS. Jacques giving us Tissot. The correct answer there, Guinness. So we've got Sean and
William.
Jean-Andre scoring there in that.
Yeah, William. I feel your pain. Blame Henny.
I had Guinness in my head. I was like, no, it can't be.
Blame him.
Right. Next up, we've got
I
the
said I
only
think-
side in the RFU Championship not based in mainland England. So Sean says he doesn't know. Andre giving us Jersey. Andre giving us Leicester. William giving us the Jersey Reds. And Jock giving us Ealing. Sorry for that. The correct answer there. We got Andre and William scoring with the Jersey Reds.
Well done.
Next up, name the only Northern Hemisphere country to beat any of their Southern Hemisphere counterparts during the 2015 Rugby World Cup. So
Right.
we've got Sean giving us Wales,
could we forget?
Andre giving us France, Jean-Andre giving us Wales, Scotland, and Jock giving us Wales. The correct answer there, nobody scoring.
How?
Hashtag never
We all
forget,
failed.
gents.
We all fail.
Yeah.
We all stink.
Japan being the only Northern Hemisphere country to beat any of the big Southern
Right
Hemisphere
there.
counterparts
We stink. We stink.
in 2015.
I erased that one. Sorry, man. Yes.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got our stadium question. Name the home team. So Jock giving us Glasgow, Sean giving us Bristol, then William giving us Newcastle, Andre and Jean-Andre giving us Bath each. Correct answer there. That's correct in Bath. Right, Angus, I think we quickly need to update the scores before we move on to the next round. Are you there?
I sent him to
Angus
you,
has just
so
quickly
you're
sent me through the scores.
taking quite a big lead there with 19. Yeah, Chandra got 19, William on 16, Sean on 14, Andre on 12, and Jock 11.
Okay, so we just quickly update there. Jean-Andre on 19, William on 16, Sean on 14. Then we've got Andre on 12 and Jock on 11. Right, so gents, we just quickly take in the scores as we are now moving onto the last round where we've got everybody competing. So we know what you will probably know what to do in this round. Round number 6, Southern Hemisphere. Same format as the previous round, this time related to rugby activities in the Southern Hemisphere. Everybody ready? Let's get going. Question number 1. Who was named head coach for Moana Pacifica for their 2022 Super Rugby season? Right. Question number 2 coming up. Who holds the record for the most caps for the Samoan national team?
Got the same name twice now.
Right, next question coming up, gents. Question number 3. Who won the Mitra 10 Cup in 2020?
Did they play rugby?
Mitra 10
Lockdown.
Cup? That was this year. We're talking about last year. Question number
It was
4.
lockdown last year.
Which player won the John John Eels medal in 2020? Right, and our last question coming up. Home ground advantage. Name the home team. We'll probably see Greg Armstrong coming up in the comment section quite soon because he's seen a stadium again. Right, everybody ready? Submit your answers. 15 seconds. Right, everybody locked in. Answers are coming up. So for last round of answers, before we have to say goodbye to 3 of our contestants for the evening. First up, who was named head coach for Moana Pacifica for their 2022 Super Rugby season? Jean-Andre giving us Aaron Major. Andre giving us Leon McDonald. William with Major. Sean giving us Brian Lima. And Jock giving us Aaron Major there as well. Correct answer there. Aaron Major. So that means we've got Jean-Andre, William, and Jock scoring in first question of this round. Next up, who holds the record for the most caps for the Samoan national team? We've got Brian Lima, Pat Lam, Andre giving us Pat Lam. We've got William with Brian Lima, Sean with Brian Lima, and Jock the Branch giving us Brian Lima as well. Scoring on this round. With Brian Lima, we've got Jean-Ray, William, Sean, and Jock scoring. Next up, who won the Mitra 10 Cup in 2020? Jean-Ray giving us the Tasman Marcos, Andre with Auckland, William giving us Tasman, Sean giving us Tasman, and Jock giving us Canterbury there. So we're scoring with Tasman is Jean-Ray, William, and Sean. Next up, who won the John Eels medal in 2020? So a tight one here as we've got Jean-Andre giving us Michael Hooper, Andre and William with Korabeti, Sean with Michael Hooper, and Jock with Michael Hooper. Now, to give you some background on this, one of them won it in 2019 and the other one in 2020. Unfortunately, the one who won it in 2019 is not the one we're looking for. 2020 was Michael Hooper. Which means we've got Jean-Ray, Sean, and Jock scoring. Right, moving up to question number 5. So we've got Jean-Ray giving us the Falker, Andre with the Sunwolves, William with the Leopards, Sean with Southwestern Districts, and Jock going with Rustenburg Impala. Jock, correct province, wrong city, as it was in fact William Park, the Leopards. So William getting the point through a clawing one back there in that round. Right, so before we move on, Angus, you need to come in as TMO here. Angus, are these the final scores you've given me here?
Is Jean-Andre on 23. Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so we've got Jean-Ray on 23, William on 20, Sean on 17, Jock on 14, and Andre on 12. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Any reason I cannot award the try? Okay.
Sean?
Right, so I've got confirmation from him here. Andre on 23, William on 20, Sean on 17, Andre on 12, and Doc on 14. Right, so unfortunately, we've come to the playoff, which means we need to give 3 of our players for this evening. We need to say farewell. Firstly, Andre, thank you so much for competing. We will see you next year.
Was it?
Right, Jock? Baie dankie dat jy ons
Dankie
gedoen
julle.
het daar van die Wildtuin af. Ons sien jou seker
Asai,
volgende jaar
thanks, manne.
hopelik weer.
Good luck. Thanks, guys.
Yes. Sean, so close, but unfortunately
the
we need to
bronze.
say goodbye.
Happy with the bronze.
You're happy with the bronze.
Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Great. We'll see you next year. Thanks, Sean.
Right.
Cheers. Right, gents. That means we are left with 2 players for the evening. We've got Jandre and William. Jandre, you're carrying a bit of a head start here. So, William, some work to do to catch up. Right, everybody, you guys are familiar with the playoffs. So, it's going to be 10 rugby questions across all spheres of the game. As a speed round, you're going to have 20 seconds per question. Everybody ready? Let's get going. Question number 1. Name the only player to make his test debut during the Rugby World Cup final.
Oh, fuck, I don't know his name.
Question number 2. Name the player. Question number 3. Who won the inaugural Champagne Cup in 2021? Question number 4. This was a special match. Name the match.
Oh, I remember watching that.
Question number 5. Who was the top point scorer in the 2015 World Cup? Question number 6. Tom Richards won an Olympic gold medal with the Wallabies in 1908. Which other national side did he represent in 1910? Question number 7. Steve Devine's selection for the All Blacks in 2002 caused controversy due to him having represented which country in sevens? Question number 8. Who won the inaugural Rugby World Cup sevens in 1993?
Oh,
Question number 9. Which Gallagher Premiership team currently plays their home matches at the Brentford Community Stadium? Finally, question number 10. Name the only international side with a 100% win record against England.
sure.
Okay. Right, gents, submit your answers.
Coming.
Right, answers to follow. Right. Nerve-wracking. Let's get into it.
Yeah, congrats,
So,
William.
name the
Congrats
name the
to you,
only
Bruce.
I
player.
think if you have 4 answers, you win.
Name the only player to make his test debut during a Rugby World Cup final. So we've got William with John Afoa and Jandre with Cooper. The correct answer there during the 2011 World Cup final was Jean-Marc Toussaint of France. Right. Secondly, name the. So we've got William giving us Mornay Steyn, and Jandre says he doesn't know who the answer is there. The correct answer, that little boy, was in fact
Fuck, I was on the right track.
Andre Pollard.
Yeah, you were. Shit, man.
Oh,
Right. Who won the inaugural Champagne Cup in 2021? We've got William giving us Stade Francais, and Jandre says he doesn't know. That, in fact, comes from Major League Rugby, and it was
no, man.
the LA versus New
yeah,
York match,
man.
which is LA Geltinis. Right. Question number 5. Name the match. So we've got William giving us the Gary Teichmann testimonial match, and Jandre giving us no answer there. William scoring in that round, as it was, is in fact the Gary Teichmann benefit match.
That's a
So
William.
giving William the point for that one.
2 more.
Right, so that means we've got we're moving up there. It's getting closer there, gents. As we've got William on 21, Jandre on 23. Next up, who was the top point scorer in the 2015 Rugby World Cup? William giving us Chris Patterson and Jandre giving us Nicolas Sanchez. The correct answer there,
Ah,
Yes.
Nicolas Sanchez. So Jandre edging out his lead once again
Opening the gap
on the
again,
next
Jandre.
question. So playing 24 plays 21. Next up, Tom Richards won an Olympic gold medal with the Wallabies in 1908. Which
Come on.
other national side did he represent in 1910? The correct answer there, Great Britain or the British and Irish Lions. And as you can see from the background, the Lions and the Wallabies annually or play off every 12 years for the Tom Richards Trophy. So we've got no scorers in this round. Next up, Steve Devine's selection for the All Blacks in 2002 caused controversy due to him having represented which country in sevens. So Jandre not giving us an answer there. William going for Australia. The correct answer there, Australia.
Oi.
So William clawing one back there.
Boy, William.
Right, question number 8.
It's getting tight now.
Which country who won the inaugural World Cup sevens in 1993? Jandre giving us New Zealand. William giving us New Zealand and Jandre giving us England. The correct answer there,
thought so.
England.
I thought it was him.
So that means with one more left, we've already got Jandre, who's now built up a 25-22 lead. So moving on to our last 2 questions. Which Gallagher Premiership team currently plays their home matches at the Brentford Community Stadium? We've got William giving us Gloucester, Jandre giving us London Irish. Jandre scoring there with London Irish. Right, so with one question remaining, we've already got a 26-22 lead built up there. Right, next up, name the only international side with a 100% win record against England. William going for Northern Ireland and Jandre going for Zimbabwe. In fact, it's the only team that's got a 100% win record against England. is the President Overseas 15, who
Oh,
faced them in 1971 at Twickenham. It's a team that included the likes of Colin Meads and Frick de Preem, and they beat England on the day and remains the only team to still have a 100% win record against them. Right, so summarizing this, we've got our first ever champion of the Great South African Rugby Quiz, Jandre Joubert, edging 26 to 22 there. Well done, Jandre.
Well done.
donkey boys. Yes.
Good
Nice
effort.
nerve-wracking. Yo.
Right, I think the stress got to everybody at the end. Well, thank you so much for competing, gents. And we will be launching our next project for February next year, the Rugby Showdown. Hope to see both of you two involved. As finalists,
Definitely.
you've already got automatic qualification for the tournament. Awesome.
Lekker.
Yeah,
We've
well,
got our
donkey for you,
competitor.
Richard. Thanks for putting all of this
Thanks,
together,
guys.
man.
We've got. It's a pleasure, gents. We've got the running fly-off who missed out tonight, giving his congratulations there to Jandre coming in the comment section. Thank you so much, gents. That's all for the evening,
Awesome.
and
Rich.
we'll see you in February. Thanks, gents.
Adios.